Hello viewers, myself Sayan Majumdar on behalf of Science Academia. We were running a chapter Atomic Structure Part 1. This is our last lesson on this chapter. So certain kind of theories and laws are left in this chapter. So we'll learn about the laws and theories. So firstly, we have to know about the black body radiation. So what is the black body radiation? It is a thermodynamic electromagnetic radiation, or basically thermal electromagnetic radiation. That means the radiation from electron, and that because of the thermal, that means the because of temperature and heat. So any kind of radiation is occurred due to achieving the equilibrium. So it is occurred due to achieve the thermodynamic equilibrium. So we have to know that what is the black body. Any kind of general body that has a particular surface, irrespective of surface, we are discussing any kind of body that can, if you give certain amount of light, it transmits the light, it reflects the light, and it's absorb the light. So the three things can be occur in any kind of body, but in case of black body, when you are giving an energy or when you are giving a light, the light is fully absorbed. So we can expect that black body is a perfect absorber. It is a perfect absorber of light. The second thing, it is a idealized opaque. If it is transparent, so it cannot be possible that only it is absorbing energy, it can transmit, but it should be an idealized opaque. So this is the black body. This is some characteristics of black body. So in 19th century, Max Planck given a theory that was about the black body. Especially the black body release the energy at the infrared level. The infrared, as we know, have the frequency lower. So the energy is also lower, and this is the beyond our visible light or beyond our visible range. So we cannot see the light when it is infrared level. But the radiation spectrum which are releasing from the black body, it has a perfect continuous characteristic spectra that will increase the frequency with the increasing temperature. That means the nu value will be increase with increasing temperature. So the nu is proportional to temperature, but below a certain temperature, the energy or the spectra is released in infrared level. And when the temperature rises above 500 degrees centigrade, the energy release is nearly visible light. We can see the radiation when it can be radiates the black body in a dark room, but the temperature should be raised above 500 degrees Celsius. So from the law of Max Planck, Planck actually given that the energy is proportional to the frequency, and later E equal to h nu. H is the Planck's constant. So this is actually the black body radiation. Now we will describe about the Schrodinger's wave equation, the main thing in the quantum mechanical theory. So Schrodinger's wave equation have a wave function, that is psi. This is a wave function, and the psi is derivated at second order level with respect to the axis. Especially in our coordinate, there are three axes, x, y, z. But we will first derive the equation with the second order at x axis. So if we write, so in the Schrodinger's wave equation, that is d2 psi dx2 equal to 4 pi square by lambda square into psi. That is the Schrodinger's wave equation. So that is the primary equation from where we have to derive the full equation. Basically, this is a minus. So that is the primary equation. Now we have to make some modification in the level or in the energy or in the equation to get the final equation. So firstly we have to know that lambda equal to h by mv. That was previously given by the energy or energy calculation we have studied in the previous videos. So now we have to give a change or give a substitute for the lambda square with h by mv. Now if we substitute this equation, this can be written as d2 psi dx2 plus 4 pi square m square v square by h square psi equal to 0. Now we have to replace the v square. That is the second modification we have to do. Now by what we will replace the h or we will replace the v? We everybody know that the total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy, and the kinetic energy equal to half mv square, and potential energy we can write as the capital V, or half mv square equal to E minus V, or V square equals to 2 by m E minus V. So if we replace the V square value with here, the new and modified equation can be written as four pi square m by h square into, this will be 8 as there is a value of 2, and the V square is converted to E minus V psi, that is equal to 0. So that is the final equation or final Schrodinger's equation. But look at the equation that is derived with the x-axis. So we can assume the equation as 1D or one dimensional. So if we can write the full equation in 3-dimensional axis, what will be the final form? d2 psi dx2 d2 psi dy2 x, y, z are the 3 axes, and finally 8 pi square m by h square E minus V into psi, that is equal to 0. So that is the final equation in 3-dimensional axis. So that was the Schrodinger's wave equation. Now, what is the final part of the atomic structure? We have to basically know that what is the energy level, or how we can arrange the electronic configuration in an atom. That is depend on Aufbau principle. So especially every orbital have a certain amount of energy, and the electron is filled in every level with the increasing amount of energy. So if we start with the beyond level of energy, the 1s have the less amount of energy, then 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, and here is a certain change. We cannot write 3d because 4s orbital have less energy than 3d. So there will be 4s, then 3d, then 4p, then we can write 5s, 4d. So we have to expect that every kind of d orbital have more energy than its after orbital s energy. So the electron is filled from bottom to top here. So that is the serial or the energy level was made by Aufbau's law. That was the principle. for Aufbau's law. Now, the final thing we have studied in our previous videos that all four quantum number, principal, azimuthal, magnetic and spin quantum numbers. Now, what was Pauli's exclusion principle? In 1925, Pauli given that for any kind of atom, if there is two electron, no any electron having same all four quantum numbers. That means any electron doesn't match all four quantum numbers with other electron of the same atom. So we can take as 3p. We can take two electrons on 3p. 3, 0, 3, 1, 0 plus half and 3, 1, 0 minus half. So this is the 3p electron of px orbital or px subshell. There is two electron. So we can see that 310, the first three quantum number, principal, azimuthal and magnetic are same, but the last quantum number, the spin quantum number is not same. That is, one is plus half, that is rotating is clockwise, and another is minus half, the rotating of electron is anti-clockwise. So this was justified by Pauli's exclusion principle, that all quantum number are not same. So this was all about the atomic structure part 1. We have ended our first module and we will quickly start the second module, which is chemical bonding. Please keep watching our channel and support us. Thank you.